Hello everyone and welcome back. It's so nice to have you all here again. Today we want to share the story of how Justin and I came to live in our beautiful old French farmhouse. It's located somewhere in the Hautes-Pyrénées, in a commune with the name that's a bit embarrassing to say out loud and very Spanish, which makes sense as we are only about 44 minutes from the Spanish border. Before COVID hit, Justin and I had been living in a small one-bedroom apartment in the 18th arrondissement of Paris for several years. Like many city dwellers at the time, we were looking for more space. It was the perfect opportunity to start a new life with the garden where we can roam free. Ideally, Justin had always dreamed of living in Provence, but we knew that realistically it wasn't feasible for the type of property and land we were looking for. So our search elsewhere began. I spent countless hours searching online listings, falling in love with the few properties that were, of course, out of our price range. We also missed out on some homes I had hoped to see, only to find out they were already under offer. Justin and I first discovered the Hautes-Pyrénées while on vacation in Saint-Jean-de-Luz, just south of Biarritz. One afternoon, we decided to take our little rental car and our dog Laffy at the time for a drive through the mountains, and we completely fell in love. We adored the little, quaint, picturesque villages and the mountains that weren't so massive they felt overwhelming or blocked out the sun. It's hard for us to compare these mountains to others, since we've never explored the east side of France where the majestic Alps are, but there was just something about the vibe and energy of this area that we loved. We found a real estate company that specialized in helping expats find homes, and our search with them began. The first house we looked at was a bit of a maze with every room needing to be updated. At the time, I think we were both wearing rose-colored glasses, not fully realizing the amount of work we were willing to take on. And I am so glad that house fell through because they didn't accept our contingency plan for selling our apartment. Then one day, I was browsing a new site called Green Acres and saw the facade of our current home. My jaw dropped. The vines just spoke to me. The purple wisteria dropping from the branches drew me in, and I thought, oh my, how idyllic and picturesque. I can totally see myself living there. We reached out to the realtor who sent us a video he had published on YouTube showing the interior. And of course, after seeing the inside, we made an appointment to come and see the house in person. We arrived a little early and parked on the main road behind the house. I spotted the owner, a petite woman, walking to check her mail. She looked over at us and smiled. When it was time to meet the realtor, we walked into the driveway and she came out to greet us. There was an instant connection. I immediately told her I had fallen for her home and was so happy to be there. As it turns out, she also felt a deep connection with me, as if she had known me in a previous life and knew this house was meant for us. After spending hours touring the property and talking with the previous owner, her son, and the realtor, we decided to make an offer on the spot. She agreed to the type of loan we needed and was willing to be patient with our bank as we sorted everything out. Oh my, the loan process was a major fiasco and a huge burden of stress, but we finally made it work and moved in nearly 9 months later. This house was previously a bed and breakfast with the owner living in the cottage, so many of the rooms were already in good condition. Our major renovations were completely gutting the kitchen and adding travertine floors throughout most of the ground floor. We've also been working on our master bedroom, which is still months away from being finished. When we first moved in, our primary goal was to rent out the cottage to Airbnb guests. It was a way for me to stay busy while Justin worked at the financial company he had been with for 26 years. But as of August 1st, we've decided to close our cottage to guests so that we can reclaim the full home. There are many reasons behind the closure, but the main one was just knowing that this was our private sanctuary, and we really appreciate having this space to ourselves. We've currently moved our primary bedroom into the cottage and have been in that room ever since. We never take for granted the amount of space we have, and our garden is a wonderful place for us to feel as if there's no one else around. We attempted to build a vegetable garden, which was fruitful for the first year, but was a lot of work. And for someone who had never gardened before, it was overwhelming.
That's the biggest zucchini I've ever seen in my life. Wow. The sunflowers. Finally. The salad is bolting. What else is going? Do I have any? Is this Brussels sprouts? Chou-fleur? Oui. Show us your mega. Oh my goodness.
I may try my hand at gardening again, although with a smaller area. The other side of the house, where we have 3 acres, was primarily unkept. All we did was mow the lawn and add a baby orchard, and we're really looking forward to seeing that thrive in the coming years.
Laffy. Laffy.
We harvested plums for the first time this year, the apples are coming in, and we hope to see the persimmons this winter. Maintaining a hectare of land is very time-consuming. There's a lot of work involved, and in hindsight, I don't think Justin and I ever considered that when buying this property, but we don't regret it.
He said I shouldn't be working these fruits.
The Boston ivy and the wisteria continue to grow as wild and as quickly as we can keep up. It's now come to the time where we definitely need to hire someone to help with the encroaching ivy. It has reached the gutters, it's creeping its way along the rooftop, so we do need to stay on top of that more. I would also love some help with maintaining the wisteria. It is the wildest wisteria I've ever seen, and it would just pain me to cut most of it down and retrain it the way it should look, but I think it's okay. We shouldn't expect our homes to be pristine and exact. It's okay if there's a little bit of wildness and roughness to a home. Not everything can be picture perfect, and I've definitely come to realize that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed our story. What are some things you've learned from owning your own home? Let us know in the comments below.
What's that over there? Can you see it?